Typically, a traveler uses the airport as a means to get to the main attraction. But sometimes an airport is so different that it becomes the main attraction. Topping the list is the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport in Georgia. If you ever find yourself taxiing along runway 10 at this international airport, you may catch a glimpse of something so out of place it will make you do a double take. Yes, embedded into the tarmac of runway 10 is a pair of grave markers. And just how did they get there? The previous property owners, Catherine and Richard Dodson, used the land that the airport now sits on for a cemetery. The Dodsons died in the late 1880s and were both buried in the cemetery. Years later, as World War II approached, the military decided to convert the cemetery into an airport for training purposes and moved all of the bodies in the cemetery to another one. However, to honor family wishes, the military left behind the grave markers of Catherine and Richard Dodson. Away from grave markers in the USA to France, where the Courchevel Airport, located in such an upscale, posh ski resort town, is quite the understated airport. A 1,700-foot strip of tarmac, located 6,000 feet above sea level on a slope in the French Alps, serves as the only airport in the ski-happy town of Courchevel. Built in 1961, the runway, which bizarrely rises uphill and then dangerously dips downhill, is not only notorious for its dodgy setup, but also for its appearance in the James Bond movie, Tomorrow Never Dies. The Vancouver International Airport, Canada, is one place to be when it comes to killing time. Just head over to one of the two aquariums installed in the International Terminal Wing while you wait to board one of the 68 airlines servicing Canada's second busiest airport. On level 3, it's hard to miss the main aquarium, a 30,000-gallon tank full of more than 5,000 creatures, including eels and sea stars. Head up to level 4 and check out the smaller aquarium swimming with moon jellyfish. And finally, the Hong Kong International Airport B, which has a luxury golf course and a massive expo center within walking distance from the runway. The airport consistently ranks as one of the busiest cargo hubs in the world. 3.35 million metric tons of cargo passed through it in 2009. So amenities like the Sky City Nine Eagles golf course cater to the constant stream of professionals passing through. A quick round of 9 holes at night costs about $60.
Newsflash takes off with the federal government's plan to install satellite equipment to improve communication at the nation's airport by 2017. At the ICAO Conference on Aviation Safety in Africa, the Minister of State for Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika, said the procurement and installation is part of the automation upgrade to be carried out in airports across the country. Senator Sirika added that the equipment would assist the National Emergency Management Agency with relevant data for search and rescue operations. The International Air Transport Association has posted a global percentage traffic result for September, showing that demand measured in revenue passenger kilometers grew 7% compared to the same month in 2015. According to IATA, this was the strongest year-on-year increase in 7 months. Growth in domestic traffic slightly outpaced growth in international traffic. Meanwhile, African Airlines posted an 8% rise in traffic, which was matched by an equivalent rise in capacity. Load factor was almost flat at 72%. IATA says the strong demand increase largely reflected favorable year-ago comparisons as economic conditions in much of the continent remain challenging. A vintage biplane has flown and landed near Egypt's iconic pyramid of Giza early in the week on the second leg of a month-long journey through Africa. The biplane from the 1920s and 1930s is just one out of the other 12 embarking on the journey, which began in Crete, Greece on November 12. The landing represented the first time an aircraft was allowed to land at the ancient site. However, the site did not have the capacity to host all 12 biplanes. The planes are recreating a route traveled by Imperial Airways, a British commercial air transport company that served the routes of the British Empire to its colonies in Africa during those 2 decades.
This vintage air rally is a wonderful opportunity to recreate what the great pilots of the years 20 have done in the past. And it's now also for us an opportunity to discover this wonderful continent and of course this wonderful country and this site in particular, the pyramids of Egypt. It's just absolutely fantastic.
The race, which is being held for charity, is expected to cover over 12,800 kilometers, with the oldest plane from 1928. The route ends in Cape Town, South Africa. It is expected to take 35 days and 37 stops for the teams representing 18 countries, including Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, Russia, South Africa, the United States and Britain to complete the race. News flash winds down on a sad note as China's first female J-10 fighter pilot Yu Chu died in an accident during a routine flight training. Born in 1986 in the city of Chengdu in southwest China's Sichuan province, Yu joined the People's Liberation Army Air Force in September 2005 and was serving as a flight squadron leader and a member of the Air Force's Bai aerobatic team. Yu became a J-10 fighter pilot in 2012 when she could finish the solo flight, saying she was very glad to become a real fighter pilot.
I'm quite happy with myself because this solo flight means that I have become a real fighter pilot.
As a female fighter pilot, Yu made her debut in 2009 and her last public show was on the 11th China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition, also known as Air Show China, at the beginning of November.
And it's on that sad note, but a salute to a woman of courage, that we call it a day. Thanks for being a part of our program this week. I'm Bukola Joe Kitumbi. Thanks for watching.